And in the meantime today, be careful not stepping in a pool of water because that's the only pool you'll be near. Just terrible weather today, on and off. Lainey has been watching those storms. At one point earlier today, we had a tornado warning in Davidson County. It's just been awful. What's it like for the next few hours or so, Lainey?
I tell you what, we're definitely going to have the rain, and at times it will be coming down kind of heavy where you are. So it would not be out of the question to get 1 inch or more of rain in about a half an hour's time from some of those heavy downpours. So we could have some flash flooding. We are concerned about that. I think to a lesser extent, there's still a risk that we could have isolated severe thunderstorms across the region. When you look at the rainfall map here, this is what has fallen already today, and you can see this area that has seen some 1 to 2 inches over Alamance and Guilford County. But even in the mountains, it's starting to add up over our mountain and foothill communities, where some of the areas in green in Surrey and Wilkes County, as well as Allegheny, are at 1 inch or more. And we still have rain that's going to continue to kind of pump in from the southwest. So you don't see anything that's real stormy across the region right now, but we do have heavier downpours showing up there in the bright yellow. So let me take you up into the mountains first, from Sparta to Galax and then over to Mount Airy. Some pretty steady rain. It's heavier down 52 toward Rural Hall and King, heading into Forsyth County and out 421 toward Yadkinville. We also have a heavy pocket of rain that's moving in right now just north of Lexington over Davidson County. So Archdale, High Point, Thomasville, all with heavy rain. Notice how the temperatures are warmest down to the south. That's also where we have our dew points that are the highest, and that is where the air is most unstable. And earlier today, these dew points were actually in the 60s, but they have come up because of the position of a front that has started to lift to the north. So if you watched yesterday, we were talking about mainly a rain threat for us today. That's what anticipated frontal position down to the south. But as it has been nudged a little farther to the north, we, as well as the Storm Prediction Center, are starting to recognize that there is an environment here where we could still fuel a few severe thunderstorms. So that's why they've upgraded us to a slight risk for Davidson and Randolph County, as well as Alamance this afternoon into the evening. And then that area extends a little farther to the south and to the west. So in that zone, there's a chance for damaging winds across parts of the triad. And we also have that twisting of the wind as it goes up in height. And so with that, there's the possibility of getting some rotating storms. So we can't rule out an isolated tornado. Now down to the south and east, that's where the biggest focus is for hail. Now you'll see here the reports are wind as well as some flooding. Other than that, we have not had any tornado touchdowns in the area. There is a tornado watch in the really unstable air, and that is down here over Greenville, Spartanburg, and up into parts of North Carolina. Severe thunderstorm watch too, and that's where most of the severe weather should still be focused for the rest of tonight. Right along the border of that warm front, there could still be isolated severe storms, so I'll be watching for that in the next few hours. Otherwise, it is that heavy rain threat that I am most concerned about, as we could still see some 1 to 2 inches of rain over the next 24 hours. Make sure, of course, that you have a way to get your severe weather alerts through a NOAA weather radio. You can also go to WXII12.com and you can get our WXII 12 app and get those alerts sent to you. Here's how the radar may look with some heavier rain starting to move in this evening between now and midnight. And you can see some of that very heavy and even some thunder still possible. Overnight, it gets a little quieter and things will calm down. Tomorrow morning, we still have some lingering showers around with temperatures that are close to 60 and the air is still very humid. Into tomorrow afternoon, you're noticing that most of this is all to the east. We have clouds. I do think we could still have some drizzle or some patchy light rain showers, but the focus for severe weather tomorrow is a little bit farther to the east. So as you watch the storms kind of push through tonight and then we end up with tomorrow morning, a closer view will show you that we've got a lot of clouds around, but at lunchtime just a shower here and there, and even into the afternoon. Now there's the possibility we could have light rain and drizzle, so we'll have to hang on to at least a small rain chance tomorrow, but I think most of the heavy rain takes place between now and about 1-2 a.m. Temperatures tomorrow, they're hard right now to judge because it depends on where that frontal boundary is. I think there's room that we could have some mid to upper 60s, but we could also still stay close to 60 in some of our northern communities, and we've got that cool wind, so it's going to depend on where you are. We've got clouds for sure in the forecast tomorrow for the foothills as well. We have temperatures somewhere in the low to mid 60s, I think, with the rain kind of tapering off, and in the mountains those temperatures may be in the upper 50s, perhaps getting close to the mid 60s in the afternoon. Cooler north wind, small rain chance into the afternoon, and yeah, it does look like this week is going to be pretty active. Heavy rain ends tomorrow morning. There are still some showers around Tuesday. Patchy showers on Wednesday. Doesn't look like a washout. Clouds. Notice we've got another weather system coming in Thursday and Friday that will impact you. It's a cold front. There'll be some showers as well as thunderstorms coming in late Thursday and into the day on Friday. And right now we're hoping that we can scour out that moisture and bring in some sunshine toward the holiday weekend.
Fingers crossed for that week.